As you are all aware, we are upgrading our student portal, and I want to take you through the changes that have been enhanced in this portal. I have sampled a student C01422-2023. Password and sign in. You realize that the interface has changed. From the menu, you'll find new elements. We have the dashboard, socials, message, admissions, academic, repository, financial, timetable, online survey, evaluation, complaints, FAQs, and then we have the virtual assistant. So anytime you have a challenge, you'll always go back to the virtual assistant and it will load for you step-by-step explanation of what you will experience. So the system walkthrough will take you through all the menus that I've just read through. So the dashboard, for example, gives you all the latest insight and the development at a glance. We have the socials, where all news and events will be availed to you directly from your department. You can like, comment, share to your peers on the go. We have also a new element called messages, where you can communicate with your peers and admins with ease and comfort. Just hit compose and start the journey. We have admissions, and this is where now you realize that you can book for your hostel. Reporting for session is also here. You can apply for an academic leave, like for example, if you want to defer your course to a later date, you can use it through admissions. We also have the clearance, the normal clearance after graduation. We have the academics. Academics is where now you register for your units. It allows you to also register for retakes, supplementary, and special exams. You can also download exam cards and results slip or transcripts without even going to the departments. We have the repository. This one has been borrowed from the previous portal where documents can be uploaded from your department or the whole institution where you can download and share with your peers also. We have financials. Financials is where now your fees, payments, content elements are put or captured. So you can get a quick and accurate report of your fee structure and payment schedules. We have the timetable. The timetable here allows you to view the timetables if they are set from your departmental end. We have surveys where we're calling it the online survey. So from a survey, you can get to assess thoughts, opinions, and feelings on global and widespread goals so as to achieve successful service delivery. Then we have evaluation. Evaluation now you realize that from the previous portal you were doing lecture evaluation. Same with this. So we just cluster it as evaluation and you could be allowed to evaluate every time before you sit for your exams. Actually, it locks you. If you have not evaluated, you cannot even print your exam cards. So it's important for you to evaluate. We will take you through in this training. We have the complaints. This is a plus for this application or portal. The pin, you can pin a complaint or complaints anonymously with our new complaint features. Just hit share and experience, and this complaint will hit the admin's desk, and the admins or the systems administrators will now distribute it or mark it to the correct office for attention. Be sure this one will work effectively. Then we have the FAQs or frequently asked questions. Got any query about the self-service portal? Don't look further. Get quick responses on your most nagging query from this FAQs element. Then we also have on top here the menu toggle. The menu toggle changes if you have a big gadget like a computer or a laptop. You'll find that it displays differently. But when you use a phone or a tablet, you'll find the display. I know this you've already experienced because it's still the same as the old portal account. We have the notification button. It looks like a bell. And if there's any message, you'll find it with a number at this point. Just the same way you receive your messages on WhatsApp and Facebook and all. You'll find that there is a notification if you have or an activity has been issued or an update on your portal account. Then we have now finally the portal profile. So from the profile, you should be able to see the data that has been captured in the system. This is actually very important for you to interact with. This is where now you can change your contact, update your contact. If you are admitted without a student ID, you should be able to upload your new ID number and that. So I want to take us through step by step. So the virtual assistant actually welcomes you to the system. So we will not repeat the virtual assistant. Our main interest is now where to get the key things. Every time you log into your portal as a new student at the beginning of the semester, you'll realize that you are required to report for session. So as we were going through the dashboard or the menus, you'll find that the reporting of session has been captured or clustered under the admissions menu. So you'll just click expand admission, then you select reporting. So when you select reporting, it loads. If you have not reported for session, you'll find that you should be able to see, or the system should allow you to report. Like in our scenario, this student has already reported. You can see he reported for semester September, December 2023 on 30th of August 2023 at around 12 a.m. And they reported via the ERP. That means somebody assisted them in reporting. Actually, these are first year students, so normally all of them are reported. So if it is a new session, what you'll do is click on the plus report sign. So when you click on it, if you have not reported, the system should be able to take you to the reporting phase. If you have reported, you'll find that an error pops up. Like in this scenario, sorry, you already reported for the semester via the ERP for September, December 2023. So we don't need to repeat the reporting. Currently, all of you have reported for session for this semester. So from reporting, if a student is a boarder, you'll find that they can book for hostels. That element is only available if somebody has been captured as a resident student. But in this scenario, this student is not a resident. So you'll find that the pop-up error will tell you you are not eligible to book for a hostel. Then we have included an element under admissions, there is the deferment. So in case you have already reported for session and maybe you want to defer, the system allows you to defer on the next semester. That means you're telling the institution that you will not report for session next semester or from a given date. So when you click on deferment, this is a new feature that was not in the old portal. So what you need to do is add the deferment. So you select defer session. Which session do you want? And you realize that these semesters that you're deferring are guided by the almanac. So there is a time frame for defer. If it elapses, then the system assumes that you are in session and you will be billed for that session. So if you want to defer, please plan it earlier before the semester begins. Most likely, I know this is the ideal scenario, but it doesn't happen most of the time. But it is recommended that you defer in advance. So you just select the semester that you want. You give a reason for your deferment. Is it fees? Is it sickness? Is it just you living there? You have to select a reason. Then you can add notes. You can upload a file. If it is sickness, for example, you upload the sick leave or some documentation from the doctor and so on. Also, fees related, you can still upload a document like fee structure and so on. Maybe a communication from a sponsor or something. Then you save. So that is on admissions. Once I have reported for session as a student, the next thing I will need to do is go to course loading. And course loading, you'll find it in the academic section. So under academic, you'll find that there is the units and curriculums, there is the exam cards, there is the retake, supplementary exams, and result slip and transcripts. So it is the student who select what they want to do at that moment. So in our case now, we will do unit and curriculum. Under unit and curriculum, you'll find that you are given the capabilities to register for units. You can also view the units that you have registered for and also view the entire curriculum. So the three elements in it. So unit registration, you just click. You'll find that our dates are closed, but you can also, when you're reporting, you have reported, yes, but the units are closed. But if you look at this scenario, our student had already registered for units. So they registered for communication skills, it was approved. Then the other units that this student has registered, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that are already approved. So this display is for the whole academic year 1. So there are units that they have selected for semester 1. The elective units and also the core units. So once you register for units, you'll find that they are approved or pending or depending on the status. That one I know we have already interacted with how to know if a unit has been approved or not. Then once you have reported and registered for units, then you can do exams. But with the exam cards now, you can only do or print an exam card only if you have done lecturer evaluation. So you'll find that even if you go to the exam cards, and now I want to print my exam card, I'll just click on exam card. Current exam card, it's telling you kindly fill evaluation for all the units. So as a student, you are required to fill out the evaluation form. And with the evaluation, you'll find it just like in the previous portal, evaluations is found under the menu called evaluation. So when you click on evaluation, it gives you an option of selecting the course evaluation. You click on it, and then as the way you were doing before, you will begin the evaluation. So what you'll see is you have the option of evaluation and evaluation history. So evaluation here, you only view an evaluation that has already been activated. So you'll find that this evaluation is for all years of study, for first year, second year up to the fourth year. All the students are required to evaluate. Then we have the start date, which is the 30th of November 2023, and it ends in 7th December 2023. So your students are allowed to evaluate within this bracket. So what I will do as a student, like this one now, will say start evaluation. So when you click on start evaluation, it gives you the options of the units that the student has registered. So our student has registered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So if I want to evaluate communication skills, for example, what I will do is I will click on the plus sign to expand. Then the interface that has been opened, you will find that it has the name of the unit, communication skills, UCU 100. It's saying unanswered because we have not evaluated it. The lecturer's name, there is that option of you can either select the lecturer's name or type the lecturer's name. So in our case here, UCU 100, when I say select the lecturer's name, I click on it. It gives me an option. Dr. Anasha is the one who was lecturing that unit. So I will just select. If Dr. Anisha is not the one who select, then I will click on type the lecturer's name. So when I click type the lecturer's name, I should be able to type Dr. maybe look. So that is an option. But since our name is already there, we will say select the lecturer's name, Dr. Anisha. Then you go to your evaluation. It is a question by question. I know for the first years, maybe this is the first time, but for the other years, you'll find that they've done it before. So you'll find that for each item in part B, C, D, E, use 1 to 5 scale. So number 2, it says the reading material in 4 above were accessible through the university library. That is the book and the e-resources. So for you to evaluate this, you will select. It's saying, I strongly agree. Was it available? Yes. Strongly agree. The course objective of fully made, blah, blah. You will say maybe disagree or strongly agree. The course outline contained a list of relevant reading materials. Maybe you agree, and so on. So you finish all that. Maybe this is uncertain, this is maybe agree. So once you're done with one unit, you go to the next unit. So when you go to the next unit, again, you pick the lecturer. Remember, you have to evaluate all the units that you have registered. Otherwise, you will not be able to print your exam. So the lecturer name, you will type and say Dr. Jane. And course evaluation, you continue the questions again, agree, certain, maybe agree or strongly agree, disagree, agree, depending on how the evaluations are done. So you evaluate genuinely, don't just guess the way I'm doing, but just select genuinely, strongly agree. Then you go to the next question or next unit. Again, the same thing. You have to select your lecturer, type your lecturer. So type the lecturer's name. You say Professor Huawei. Then you pick strongly agree or uncertain, disagree, strongly agree. Then finally, maybe strongly agree. Then you go to now, ensure you have selected for all your units. Agree, uncertain, agree, disagree, agree, then agree, 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 disagree, maybe uncertain. Then the final question will have certain, agree, disagree, we agree, strongly agree. So we are done with all the questions. Hmm. So make sure you have responded to all the questions. The questions that we have skipped, that's why it's giving us an error. So this is lecturer's name, received Professor Wawa. Mm. So once you're done with all the questions, you'll find that now you should be able to go back to your exam card and reports and print your exam card. Just let me pick student who has already done it. Okay. So sorry, made a mistakes. Mhm. Admission number 4040. So the evaluation for this student, they have done, they finished answering all of them. So it appears like this if you have already registered, answered communication skills, and then now you go to your exam cards. Remember the exam card is found in the academic. So in the academic, you'll go to exam cards. Then from exam card now, when you click on the exam card, kindly fill the evaluation of all units. Let's go back, see which one is pending. Course evaluation, evaluations. We have answered all of them. It's answered. Thank you for taking your time. Answered. Evaluation history. We've done lecture evaluation for the 2 units. Academic. Cards. Card. Just a minute.